Peace and love, everyone. This is Sister Iman. I am dropping another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a deadly gas tanker explosion that killed 50 people in Haiti, and I'm going to read you this article. At least 50 dead, dozens injured after Haiti gas tanker truck explosion. At least 50 people had died and dozens are injured after a deadly truck explosion on Tuesday in the Haitian city of Cap Haitien after a tanker flipped and fuel spilled onto the road before being set ablaze. The death toll is expected to continue rising. Deputy Mayor Patrick Almaor said he had been seeing more than 50 badly burned bodies at the site of the blast, which he visited on Tuesday. Mr. Almanor said many of the victims had been burned alive to the point where it was impossible to identify them. The explosion occurred after the driver of the truck tanker reportedly swerved to avoid a motorcycle taxi and then lost control of his vehicle, which flipped over. Fuel spillage drew a crowd of pedestrians who allegedly rushed to collect the petrol, which has become increasingly pricey due to a severe shortage. Cap Haitien is located on the north coast of the country and its second largest city. Haiti's fuel situation has been caused by an escalation in the activity of criminal gangs in the nation capital of Port-au-Prince. Mr. Almanor said approximately 20 houses in the area close to the truck were set on fire after the explosion, and there were no details about whether people had been killed or injured in the surrounding area. The closest hospital to the site of the accident was overwhelmed by the number of patients transported to the facility. We don't have the ability to treat the number of seriously burned people, a nurse told AFP. I'm afraid we won't be able to save them all. Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry has called for a 3-day period of national mourning following Tuesday's blast. I learned with sadness and emotion the terrible news of the explosion of a gas tanker last night in Cap Haitien, he tweeted. 3 days of national mourning will be decreed throughout the land in the memory of the victims of this tragedy, which has devastated the whole Haitian nation. While the Caribbean nation has never delivered a consistent electricity supply to its population, even those people with generators are struggling due to the severe fuel shortage. Gangs have been blocking access to the country's oil terminals in recent months. More than a dozen drivers transporting fuel has been attacked by gangs and held for ransom. Protesters hit the streets on Monday in response of the lack of fuel, which is now impacting water supplies for those reliant upon truck deliveries. This has had a follow-on impact on healthcare, which has been forced to cut back services. It comes after Haitian President Jovenel Moise was assassinated in July this year by a group of trained killers, according to officials. What I'm going to do, I'm going to post a link to this article under the video's title. I'm going to close it out, like, share, and subscribe. and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.